Welcome everyone. In this video, I will discuss the Palantir company and stock. I will describe what it does, what makes the company unique, who the customers and competitors are, and finally, I will cover the financials. The company Palantir, and by extension its stock, has experienced significant growth recently, and in my opinion, it still has a long way to go. Palantir seems to be one of the first winners of the AI era. Please note, this video is not intended as financial advice, but is purely informational. Most investors will likely be familiar with Palantir by now. Due to the rapid growth in recent months, the company has been in the news a lot. Palantir seems to be one of the winners of the AI era. The company was founded in 2003 by, among others, Peter Thiel and Alex Karp. Peter Thiel is a serial entrepreneur. He co-founded PayPal with Elon Musk and was one of the first investors in Facebook. Thiel still owns about 5% of Palantir's shares. Alex Karp, in addition to being a flamboyant man, is also a very smart one and is still the CEO of Palantir. I recommend watching some videos of Karp, it's definitely worth it. There's plenty of content available online. Fun fact, Alex Karp holds a PhD in philosophical theory. Yes, you read that correctly. The man who heads one of the most advanced technology companies in the world has no background in computer science or engineering. Instead, he has a doctorate in philosophical theory from the University of Frankfurt, where he studied under the renowned philosopher Jürgen Habermas. Nowadays, companies and governments collect vast amounts of information, such as customer data, production statistics, medical records, and security reports. This data is valuable but often scattered and chaotic. Palantir helps organizations make sense of this complexity by integrating all these disparate data sources into a unified system. The information is clearly organized and presented, much like assembling a giant jigsaw puzzle to reveal the full picture. But Palantir's capabilities go beyond just creating order. It empowers organizations to discover hidden patterns and connections using cutting-edge AI and machine learning. For example, a hospital can track the spread of an infection in real time, while a manufacturing company can optimize its supply chain by identifying bottlenecks and predicting disruptions. These insights help reduce costs and improve efficiency. Palantir is not an off-the-shelf software solution. Instead, it offers fully customizable platforms tailored to the unique needs of each organization. This flexibility ensures that Palantir can address challenges across various industries, from public health to logistics and finance. The software is designed to foster collaboration. Teams from different departments can work together within Palantir to share insights and align strategies. This improves efficiency and helps organizations achieve their goals. Palantir's influence is broad. Governments use it to monitor security threats, while businesses rely on it to gain a competitive edge in dynamic markets. Its versatility makes it an invaluable tool for tackling complex problems. In summary, Palantir transforms raw data into actionable insights, enabling data-driven decisions. It helps organizations solve problems, seize opportunities, and achieve better outcomes. Palantir offers 4 core platforms designed to address specific needs. For more details, check the slide or search online for Palantir products. Palantir is not just another data company. They tackle the most difficult and complex data challenges, providing solutions that others simply cannot. By enabling users to identify patterns and connections within massive datasets, Palantir has established a significant edge over its competitors, creating a deep competitive moat. One of Palantir's standout features is its dual market focus. It's one of the few companies that serves both governments and large enterprises with equally powerful data analytics tools. This unique positioning allows Palantir to operate at the intersection of public and private sectors, carving out a distinctive niche in the market. Palantir's platforms are powered by cutting-edge artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies. These capabilities enable users to predict trends, automate processes, and respond more quickly to changes in their operating environment. Whether it's forecasting supply chain disruptions or identifying potential security risks, Palantir's tools empower organizations to make smarter, data-driven decisions. Security is at the heart of Palantir's mission. Given the sensitive nature of much of the data they handle, Palantir invests heavily in state-of-the-art security measures. They provide end-to-end protection for their clients' data, ensuring that privacy and integrity are never compromised. This commitment to security has made Palantir a trusted partner for some of the world's most demanding organizations. Unlike off-the-shelf software solutions, Palantir offers fully customized platforms tailored to the unique needs of each client. This bespoke approach ensures that their tools are not only powerful but also perfectly aligned with the specific goals of their users. For clients, this translates into a significant competitive advantage, as Palantir's solutions adapt to their challenges rather than forcing them to adapt to the software. In recent months, Palantir's innovative approach and proven track record have drawn the attention of investors and industry leaders alike. Their ability to address the world's most pressing data challenges, combined with their focus on innovation, security, and customization, has fueled their growth and solidified their position as a leader in the data analytics space. Palantir is revolutionizing how organizations understand and use data, setting them apart in a rapidly evolving digital landscape. Palantir collaborates with a wide range of organizations, demonstrating the flexibility of their software. A major customer group is the government. Palantir works with governments worldwide on national security, fraud detection, and efficient public services. The U.S. government, including its military and intelligence agencies, is a prominent client. The defense sector is also important, with collaborations such as the U.S. military and NATO countries for data analysis, decision-making, and operational planning. In addition, Palantir is active in the financial sector, working with banks and institutions to prevent fraud, assess risks, and improve customer service. Morgan Stanley and Credit Suisse are some well-known names. In healthcare, Palantir assists hospitals, research institutes, and pharmaceutical companies with data analysis and healthcare improvements, such as the UK's National Health Service, NHS. Palantir is also relevant in the energy sector, collaborating with companies in the oil, gas, and renewable energy industries for more efficient processes and risk reduction. BP, Shell, and Rio Tinto are examples of these clients. Finally, Palantir also works in the industrial sector with companies in production and logistics, for supply chain optimization and improved production. Ferrari is a well-known client. The client list is extensive and diverse, showing that Palantir's software is applied across various sectors. Palantir is versatile and helps organizations with complex data challenges. Like any successful company, Palantir faces competition. The market for data analysis is large, and there are several players offering similar services. It is important to know who these competitors are and what they do. Some of Palantir's main competitors are found in the cloud computing and data analysis sectors. Large companies like Amazon Web Services, AWS, and Microsoft Azure also offer data analysis services, often as part of their extensive cloud platforms. These companies have massive infrastructure and are popular with many businesses. In addition, there are specialized data analysis companies such as Snowflake, which focus on processing and analyzing data in the cloud. They often offer user-friendly tools for data analysis. Companies like Tableau, which focus on data visualization and business intelligence, are also competitors. There are other players that compete with Palantir, especially in specific sectors such as Accenture and IBM, which offer consulting services and software solutions. There are also smaller specialized companies focusing on specific niches. It's important to note that Palantir often takes a different approach than its competitors. While many companies focus on general cloud and data solutions, Palantir focuses on providing specific custom solutions for complex problems. So yes, there is competition. But what makes Palantir unique is its combination of expertise in data analysis, its focus on customization, and its experience working with large organizations. Let's take a look at the growth Palantir has experienced in recent months and years. What stands out immediately is the rapid growth in revenue. The company has shown strong revenue growth, both in its government activities and its commercial activities. And especially the commercial branch, which has grown faster recently. This strong revenue growth is due to several factors. First, the demand for data analysis and AI solutions is increasing in virtually all sectors. Businesses and governments are increasingly realizing that data is valuable and that they need tools to use this data. Secondly, Palantir has built a strong product and a solid reputation in the market. They have proven that their software really works and that they can solve complex problems. This leads to more customers and more contracts with existing customers. And this can be seen in Palantir's customer base. Not only do we see an increase in the number of customers, but also an increase in the number of sectors in which Palantir is active. More and more governments and organizations are seeing the added value of their software. And it's not just about revenue. Lately, we've also seen an improvement in operating profit. This means that the company is not only making more revenue, but is also becoming more efficient in its operations. They are therefore able to keep their costs under better control. It is important to emphasize that although revenue and operating profit are improving significantly, the company is still working to improve overall profitability. In recent years, Palantir has invested heavily in the development of their products and building their customer base. As a result, they have also been running at a loss for a long period of time. However, the trend is positive, and it is clear that Palantir is on the right track. It is a company that is still growing, but with an increasingly solid financial base. We see that the commercial side of the company is growing faster and faster, and this bodes well for the future. Palantir went public in September 2020, and since then, the stock has had a turbulent journey. At the IPO, there was a lot of enthusiasm for Palantir because of its unique software and ambitious plans. The share price rose rapidly after the IPO and at one point reached a peak. However, after this initial hype, the price began to fall again. There were concerns about profitability, high valuation, and dependence on government contracts. The years that followed showed a volatile picture. The stock price fluctuated significantly, reacting to market sentiment, the general economy, and news about the company's performance. As a result, it was not always easy to assess where the company was headed. Palantir has an unusually high price-to-earnings ratio of 416. This indicates that the market has high expectations for future growth. However, it also means that there is a risk of share price declines if profits do not meet those expectations. Like any company, Palantir has its strengths and weaknesses. On the positive side, we see that Palantir has some unique advantages. First of all, there is the connection with well-known names such as Peter Thiel, a well-known tech investor, and Donald Trump. This connection, although controversial, does give Palantir a certain status and recognition. Another strength is the scalability of the company. Palantir's software is designed to be easily adapted to the needs of different customers and sectors. This gives Palantir the opportunity to grow rapidly without the company becoming too complex. And then there is Palantir's position in the world of artificial intelligence. Palantir is at the forefront of the development and application of AI, and they integrate AI in a unique way into their products and services. This gives them an advantage over the competition and enables their customers to perform advanced analyses. In addition to these strengths, there are also weaknesses that we need to look at. A frequently mentioned point is the high valuation of the company. This means that the share price is relatively high compared to the profit. This could potentially limit the growth of the stock. In addition, there is an aversion to Palantir among some customers and groups because of the political ties the company has with the right side of the political spectrum. This has already led to an uproar among customers and the public. This is important to realize. This aversion may pose a risk to future growth, and it is a factor to keep an eye on.